In a country where most billionaires and wealthy individuals are men, and women are considered to just be housewives and take care of children in the family. An exception is folorunsho alakija, who is a Nigerian billionaire businesswoman. She has ventured into a lot of business ventures, rising to fame and wealth as one of the richest women in Africa. In today's video, we'll talk about exactly how folorunsho alakija ended the monopoly of various billionaires in Nigeria, such as ALIKO Dangote, Femi otedola, and the rest of them. If you are new to the channel, do well to click the red subscribe button and turn on notification icon, so whenever I drop a new video on this type of topics, you'll be the first person to learn. Folorunsho alakija was born on the 15th of July 1951, making her 73 years old as of the time of recording this video. She is a Nigerian businesswoman and billionaire, as she has ventured into fashion, oil, and real estate, and also the printing industries. She is the group managing director of the Rose of Sharon Group, which consists of the Rose of Sharon Prints and Promotion Limited, Digital Reality Prints Limited, and the executive vice chairman of Fanfa Oil Limited. She also has a minority stake in the Dayspring Property Development Company. Alakija is ranked as the richest woman in Nigeria with an estimated net worth of over $1 billion. As of 2015, she is listed as the second most powerful woman in Africa and the 7th most powerful woman in the world. Her early life and education started as she was born in the 15th of July in Ikorodu, Lagos State, where her family was a very large one. Her father was Chief L.A. Obara, as he had 52 children born to him by his 8 wives. At an early age of 7, she was relocated by her parents to the United Kingdom, where she had her primary school at Adenuga School for Girls in Wales. In 1963, after her primary education, she returned to Nigeria, where she had her secondary school education at the Muslim High School Shagamu, Ogun State. On graduation from high school, she returned back to England, where she enrolled at Pitman Central College, London, to study secretarial studies. She came from a middle-aged background with a middle-ranked net worth. This made her venture into business, where she officially began her career in 1974, where she worked at Jude Enterprises as an executive secretary. Her next point was the First City Monument Bank of Chicago, now known as the FCMB. She worked there for a couple of years before establishing her first fashion firm, Supreme Stitches. In 1984, she went back to the United Kingdom to take a one-year course in fashion designing. It was at her return that she established her first fashion firm. The company thrived successfully, and a few years later, it was renamed to Rose of Sharon House of Fashion, thereby making it a proper fashion line. As her success grew and influence grew, she was later made the national president of the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria. She was also a long-time trustee with the association. During her time in the office, she dedicated her resources to promote Nigerian culture through fashion. By the early 1990s, Alakija decided it was time to expand her business to the oil and gas sector in Nigeria, to diversify her portfolio and also increase her influence in the country. Her company started as Fanfa Limited and was incorporated in 1991, September. The company applied for an OPL, which is an oil prospecting license, to explore a 617,000 acre block for oil, now OPL 216. In August of 1999, the company was awarded the leasehold rights of the OPL 216 oil block, and by 1996, it was officially renamed Fanfa Oil Limited. Its goal was to be at the forefront of indigenous oil and gas exploration and production in Nigeria. Alakija got on board the exploration of a major deepwater oil field located 1,500 meters off the Nigeria Delta Agbami field. She gained access by partnering with Star Deepwater Petroleum, a subsidiary of Texaco, through a joint venture agreement. Fanfa Oil Limited then appointed Star Deepwater Petroleum as its official technical advisor for the OPL 216 exploration license. The company received 40% of Fanfa's 100% stake, while the remaining 60% retained by Alakija. It was first discovered in 1998 by Shell Star Deepwater Limited, an affiliate of Chevron, and functions as the operator of the field. Through her company, Fanfa, Alakija, and other companies are oil benefactors of the Agbami field. The Agbami field was first discovered in 1998, but only became active in 2008. Its operations will last through to 2024 after a majority of these vast reserves would have been extracted. She has fought back against the government in court for laying claims to be a 50% stake in her company. It was initially a 40% stake, but the government later returned to ask for an additional 10%, claiming that the company generated a daily revenue of $10 million from the oil block. In response to this, Alakija had this to say: "We felt like it was unfair. We had taken the sole risk and invested everything we had in the business. It had become a family business as we spent 6 years as a family to ensure this worked out, and now that it is bearing fruit, they just stepped in and took away everything we have struggled and worked extremely hard for." As ones who do not relent, the Alakija family fought the government until they won in the end. In 22nd May of 2012, the first drilling of the Agbami well was done on 15 July of 1998 during her birthday. The exploratory well was about 4,700 feet deep underwater, which is the deepest water depth in Nigeria at that time. From the license application point to the company's first strike was an interval of 17 years. She has ventured into other businesses such as the Rose of Sharon Prints and Promotions, Digital Reality Print Limited, Dayspring Property Development Company. She also has done a lot of philanthropic works in Nigeria. With folorunsho Alakija's success story, it would not be complete without an account of her tremendous impact on the society. Her desire to help people, to meet the needs of others, and to see people succeed inspired her to create the Rose of Sharon Foundation in 2008. The Rose of Sharon Foundation, which concerned the empowerment of widows and orphans by providing them with necessary resources and skills needed to navigate through life. Basically, the foundation awards grants and scholarships to widows and orphans within the country. This has been in the steps of various other Nigerian billionaires who have deemed it fit to give back to the society from their enormous wealth. And a lot of Nigerians have benefited through these programs. Through Fanfa Oil Limited, Alakija also has out yearly scholarships to about 9,000 students in the medical and engineering fields across the entire country and nation of Nigeria. By July of 2013, she was appointed as the Vice Chairman of the Nigerian National Heritage Council and the Endowment for Arts. In 2014, Alakija was listed as the 96th most powerful woman in the world, while in 2015, she was listed among the 100 most powerful women in the world, with Alakija as the 87th on the list. On the 9th of March 2016, she was made the Chancellor of Osun State University, making her the first female chancellor in the history of Nigeria. The foundation also has donated a total of 21 test clinics for the treatment of tuberculosis in 21 states across Nigeria, including the Niger Delta region and Lagos State. They also have successfully donated 4 e-libraries and 2 school libraries to schools within the nation. She is married to a lawyer, Modupe Alakija, of the Alakija family in November 1976. They reside in Lagos, Nigeria, with their 4 sons and their grandchildren. Folorunsho's son, Fularen Alakija, married Iranian model Nazin Jafaran in a wedding at Blenheim Palace in England. Media reports suggested the event was one of the world's most expensive weddings. Folorunsho Alakija holds 6 honorary degrees and a fellowship at Yaba College of Technology. She became the first female chancellor in Osun State University and Nigeria's first female chancellor on the 9th of March 2016. She is one of the Lagos Business School alumnus, a member of the Commonwealth and Investment Council Advisory Board. She is on the advisory board of the Center for African Studies, Harvard. In 2014 and 2015, she was on the list of the most powerful women in the world. In July 2013 inauguration of the National Heritage Council and Endowment for Art, recognized as one of the champions of African entrepreneurship, she was named the chief matron of the African Young Entrepreneurs NGO. She is a public speaker, a writer, and has authored several inspiration books. Her dedication to the Nigerian fashion industry earned her the president's seat at the Fashion Designer Association of Nigeria. And after serving 2 terms, she is now a lifelong trustee of the association. In 2014, she was named the chairwoman from an African descent, a position that was previously occupied by Oprah Winfrey. In conclusion, Folorunsho's Alakija's success is a tale of hard work, persistence, courage, and the will to break through barriers. She did not only create an $2 billion enterprise, but has crafted a legacy that will last for generations. Alakija has succeeded in building her empire, marriage, and raising upstanding family. Still fully active in the business world, she is involved in the management and strategic planning of her oil and real estate companies, Fanfa Limited and Dayspring Property Development Company Limited. The 67-year-old mogul is the group managing director of the Rose of Sharon Group and executive chairman of Fanfa Oil Limited. She is a living proof that success is not limited by gender, age, nationality, or financial backgrounds, but rather, success is the product of courage to take risks and stand up strong in the face of adversity. If you enjoyed this video, kindly drop a like video and share this video with your friends who are willing to know the richest woman in Africa and also learn more from how she built her empire. Don't forget to click the red subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon so whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to watch our videos and actually learn from our wealth of experience.